Hey, what's up guys, Constellation here. I'm going to be showing you an add-on tutorial for the add-on called TellMeWhen. Now, TellMeWhen can be a very useful add-on. If you utilize it correctly, you can get a lot out of it. I use it for tracking DRs, which stands for diminishing returns, my cooldowns, target debuffs, and my buffs. That is what I use it for. I think you can use it for a lot more, but that is what I'm going to show you in this video tutorial today, and I will show you how to do each single one. Now, I used to use an add-on called Gladius. Gladius was an add-on for Arena that shows diminishing returns on the side of it. It's been broken for a while. I haven't been able to get it to work, so I've been using diminishing returns with TellMeWhen over my target and focus target. It has been working great. Now, a lot of people have trouble using this add-on, which is why I made this tutorial today, because it's very confusing. You have to spend a lot of time on it. They just recently updated this add-on, and I gotta say, it is a lot more user-friendly than it used to be. You used to have to put the seconds in for minutes for the cooldowns, and I'll show you what I mean. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you'll get a lot out of it. Alright guys, let's make some debuffs. Okay, you go into TellMeWhen options, just right-click the box to open it. In the drop-down list, you want to select buff and debuff, enable the add-on, choose name and IDs to check. So in other words, type in crippling poison. That would be a good one for a debuff. Suggestions right there. You want to set it as target, not you. Make sure it's set to target because the debuff's on the target. Set it as buff or debuff, set it as debuff, and show timer, which basically will show, of course, the timer, and then text, which will show the seconds. Let's check it out. See if it works. And crippling. There we go. Set as a debuff. Alright, so that is how you make a debuff for the add-on TellMeWhen. Let's go into buffs. So you want to go to interface, add-ons, TellMeWhen, and you can rename this group target debuffs as I did there. You want to add another group here and enable the group, of course. Rename group, let's rename it target buffs. Oh, sorry, player buffs. Okay. So we go into player buffs, hit OK. I like to make this about the same size as the debuffs, but I move it to the right. Oops. That's close enough. Make it to the right here. Alright, now again, you right click the box, go to the drop down list, buff and debuff, enable, choose the name. Okay, I would like to have recuperate on here, player, because it's you. Set it as a buff, it is your buff. Hit OK. Let's see if we get this working. And recuperate. Yep, there's my recuperate right there. Alright, now let's make another one. Let's make slice and dice. That could be useful. Let's go into buff and debuff, enable it, slice and dice. Right there. Player, you, buff, show timer, text. Okay. See if this works. Yep, there's my slice and dice. Alright, now let's do one more. Let's go to buff and debuff, enable, player, you. I think it's like Surge of Conquest. No. Surge of Conquest. It's not in the suggestions list, but that does not mean it won't work. So buff or debuff, put in a buff, show timer, text. Okay. Now let's see if this works.
A few moments later.
There we go, proc, it worked. Alright guys, now that we've got buffs and debuffs down, let's take a look into unit cooldowns. As you can see, I already made a lot of them just to speed up this video. I'll just show you how to do it. Go into interface and TellMeWhen. You don't have to make another group, like, you know, to put more cooldowns, just increase the columns, like that. So this is just what I'm going to throw at you as an example. Sprint. Let's say from the drop down list, you want to go to unit cooldown, enable it, and then choose name, sprint. Automatically when you click this suggestion, it's going to put a 1 minute cooldown on it. Now some of them can be buggy, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. Show icons when unusable, so it's not, you know, just sitting there on your screen the whole entire time. Show timer text, hit OK. Let's test it out. There we go, it works. Now the buggy one, I'll show you what I mean. Cloak of Shadows seems to be buggy with it. So in the drop down list, you go to unit cooldowns, enable it, type in Cloak of Shadows. Click it, it's saying it's a 5 minute cooldown. So just change this to 1:30 since that's 1.5 minutes. Show icon when unusable, show timer text, and that should do it. Let's try it out. Cloak of Shadows works. Let's try them out. Let's try them all out. Seem like they work to me. Alright, good to go. Now I'm going to show you some DRs. Alright, so now I got a box above my target. Now how to do diminishing returns is drop down box, diminishing returns, enable. Just left click this arrow, go to diminishing returns, and I want like polymorph, so right there. Diminished, show timer text, listen for refreshes, hit OK. Do it again if you want more. Want for controlled stuns. Diminished, of course. Diminishing returns. Go to fears. Okay. Now, I left out one thing. You want to change your units to watch from player to target, of course. And that is how you do it. Now, I'm going to make a focus one really quick for you guys. Like to make it around the same size. Seems about right. Right above the focus target. Now the only difference you do with the focus target is you go to player to focus, and it will track the focus target. And that is it. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys could like, favorite, and subscribe, that would be great. I hope I helped you guys out a lot.